Hey, what's happening guys? My name is Dan and welcome to Prison Architect. This is a game where you sort of build your own prison and you just run it as if you were the warden of the place. So I'm here and I'm actually not going to use this prison that's generated for me. I'm going to create a new prison and we're just going to throw ourselves in. So make it a large prison, why not? Continuous intake, you will receive a random number of new prisoners every day. Now we're going to disable that because I'd rather have control of the number of prisoners we're going to have. And fog of war, you will lose visibility on the inside of your prison buildings unless you have guards or CCTV cameras. Now I'm going to disable this one as well, but I promise next time if I am forced to make a new prison, I will turn that on because that is a really interesting concept. So now we're just about to throw ourselves in and our workmen are being shipped in the supply truck. So we have something on the to-do list here. CEO's letter. Dear Sir or Madam, congratulations on completing your basic induction. You're now a fully qualified prison architect. Soon you'll be designing, building, and running your own prisons, starting from nothing but an empty plot of land and a few stacks of bricks. Before you get started, I thought I might share some important lessons with you. Blah 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 blah. That's about everything. Good luck. The CEO, Prison Architect's called. Okay, so I basically know the ins and outs of this game and how to run it a little bit. I've played around with it for I don't know, about a few hours. So I'm just going to start planning out our newly designed prison. So for that I'm going to use some plotting land just to design how I want this place. So actually first things first, I should secure the deliveries section. There we go. Now I'm going to try and do this a little bit symmetrical with my prison, but as much as it looks like I'm not, I'm about to correct that. So I'll dezone that and rezone that again. So Prison Architect, it's only in its alpha stage at the moment and not many people have played it. There's probably only about 20,000 people have bought the game. Maybe it's plenty more. Anyway, so what I'm just doing now is I'm just throwing some secure areas together. We have got about 10,000 resources at the moment, but what I'm actually able to do, I'm able to get grants from the government that they offer me money in exchange for completing certain challenges. We have an unlimited amount of time on these grants, so what I might do, I might accept the contract for a basic detention center. So they're going to have me build a whole bunch of basic stuff. Build a holding cell, build a shower, build a yard, build a kitchen, build a canteen, hire at least 2 guards and 2 chefs. So what I've just done now, I'm just securing the base. I want to put some sort of office area here because I don't like having the cells too close to the walls. This is only Alpha 5, and prisoners only trying to escape through doors at the moment, but in the future I'd like to be able to say, right, my prisoners are not going to try and escape. So I'm just going to zone off some land here. I'll make it probably... that'll do. That's going to be my office area for all of my bureaucratic staff, my warden, my chief, you know, psychologist, whatever. So I'm just throwing together some of that. I turned off continuous intake, so now I have complete control over building my prison without having to worry about prisoners getting here in about 22 hours. So I might just throw another door down there. This will somewhat secure the doors. Make them staff only. Don't need to worry about that. So over here is where I want to put my basic prison cell. So, I don't know, maybe I just whack it down somewhere. That'll do. Go from there. So, I like having it a particular size. You're able to obviously build it how you like it, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have it 13 by 28 meters. Now that allows me to have about 17 cells. You can have 18 cells, but I'm going to have a little section off area here just to allow better movement between my areas. So I might speed up time a little bit to get my guys on the ball. And from there, you're going to build some fencing just to keep these guys away from all the rough areas. About, let's say here. I'm going to build a little section here. 12 by 10, that will do. Now this is actually going to be my canteen and kitchen area. I have them in separate buildings as well, so 10 by 10, perfect. So this area down here is going to be my kitchen, and over here is going to be my canteen. Now prisoners, on their time schedule, they'll go from being locked up in their little prison cell to, you know, free time, or they're going to go have shower time, they're going to have their dinner time, they'll have free time in the yard, you know, whatever they want. So I'm just making it a little protected, I guess, for my people, so they don't run the risk of, you know, being stabbed or killed. But yeah, so from here, I want to put a little area here as well, so it's not symmetrical. There we go. 10 by 13, perfect. You know what? These walls aren't in the area I want them. So once they've got all that built, see, there we go, we have my 13 by whatever it was, 28 I think it was, room. Now it hasn't actually got any power, so first thing I might do as well, whack down one power station and also a water pump station, because without that there won't be any water for plumbing or for the sinks in the kitchen, and that can be problematic. So I'm just gonna, get these guys walking. Because I have fenced off the area quite a bit, they're gonna have a bit of trouble maneuvering around, but that's okay, we'll sort that out. These require doors, so just gonna whack one there, whack one, or there will do, and there, one there, and one there, perfect, and one there, why not? So this is gonna be my storage area, where my workmen will bring all the stuff from deliveries into here. Now this will speed up any process to do with bringing in stock or food, which is exactly why I've put it right next to the kitchen. It gives me complete control over all of that, so that's fine. You need to give power to your water station, otherwise there won't be any plumbing, because obviously it requires power. And all the rooms require power, so I may have to do some, I don't know, some power leads through the individual cells, but we can tolerate that. I might actually buy a few more workmen to speed things up for now. Once we have power, we should be fine. Some of these guys may be a little bit buggy, but I'll play around with that anyway. Now, let's get on to, there we go, we have power. While you're there, I'll throw down a few capacitors. Now capacitors give you more power. See the red bar here is almost at max. If that hits max, we have a power out. So that can be very problematic in a large prison with 300 angry convicted killers, and nobody wants that. So I might start zoning off. I won't zone them off yet, but I'm going to start working on the individual cells. So I'll use brick wall here. Now prison cells, it says right here, have to be minimum size of 2 by 3, have to be indoors, and contain a bed and a toilet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the walls. I'm going to build 4 there. So there's room for 3 by 2 in there. And another 3 by 2 in there. This is going to be a wall, obviously. So I'm just going to keep doing that for a few seconds. As I said, this is alpha stage, and the workmen have a particular bug where they like to get caught in anything and everything. So I'll zone that off when I'm ready. Cancel that one. So they're busy at work building all of these. Brilliant. Alright, so I'll throw some doors down before I throw the rest of the walls. Now, I've done the walkway in a 3-block radius for a particular reason. I'll get to that somewhat soon. So I'm going to whack down a whole bunch of jail doors. Oh, actually, I'm going to cancel that one. That's not actually going to be a cell. I'm going to use that something separately. So, what do I have? I have $32,000 left to spend. I have unlimited resources and time. Sweet. Alright, so... not sure where I should go now. There we go. I'll hook up the rest of the area with power. I'll run it out a little bit. There we go, it should be fine. I'm not very cost savvy when it comes to electrical power. I sort of just throw money at it, I guess. If you need power, then sure. I haven't yet to run out of power or money for electricity, but there's always a first, isn't there? So that's alright. We'll make it work. I'll put some cells in here. Actually, it'd be probably easier just to go boom like this. So there we go. And like that. So that should be plenty there. Haven't finished zoning off the walls. Brick. And once this is done, we'll have a neat 3x2 area for all of our prisoners' cells. Does that have a door? Does not. It is blocked. Alright, let's see. Jail door, rotate it. Perfect. Now there's two ways to rotate in this game. You can press the middle mouse button, or you can just rotate with the R button. The R key is easier, as I'm on a laptop. I am using a mouse, but, you know, using keyboard, fairly simple, fairly straightforward. Right, so I'll zone that off there like that. I'll run, what is that, a fence? Oh, that's weird. Anyway, I'll run that through to there. I haven't actually got a plan for this area yet. I suppose on expansion we'll work that out. That's all good. Sweet. Alright. I'm getting somewhere.